Aloha, everybody. This is Dave Wallace coming to you from my home here on Waihawa, Hawaii, and welcome to Monday Talk Story Time. And since the emphasis of this is sharing stories, today I'd like to share with you three different things where you can find stories that I recorded or wrote. And so I'll be sharing with you the Kindle Author page, where we'll show you the different books, the 12 books that we have listed in Kindle and ready to purchase. And out of the 8 books, 8 of those books are from our Anna Blaze series, which we just released book number 8 just recently. So I'll show you that page and how to access the books from there. The second page that I'll be sharing with you is a Kindle Vella page, and the Kindle Vella is a writing forum where we can post our stories, and the stories are short and they come in episodes. So I try and keep my writing there short, so it doesn't cost too many coins to read. And basically the format is the first 4 stories in any of the series are free. And that's where you get to read the introduction part and see what's happening with the story and decide whether you want to follow the story or next. Okay, so the first 4 episodes are free. After that, if you want to continue and follow the characters or follow the storylines, it's going to cost you a coin for every 100 words that the person writes. So if a story is about 1,000 words, expect to pay about 10 coins. Okay, so that's the way it works, and the coins are pretty cheap. I keep on reloading mine so I can not only read what I'm writing, but also what my competitors are. Okay, that way I can keep track of what they're doing and see if my stories are kind of like lining up with theirs. And the final thing that I'm going to be sharing with you folks is my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel, David J. Wallace / picking winners. I started this about the same time I released my book, The Journey of Our Souls. And this was back in May 2020. And the intent of this YouTube channel is to share stories that were not included in my book, The Journey of Our Souls, because we're talking about a lifetime full of experiences, strange things happening. And so there's, as of this date, there's 538 videos. This is going to be 539 videos. That's part of my library. So I'm going to show you that channel and the different videos. I do have a playlist with different things categorized. I have a whole section of training videos for those of you who may be interested in learning how I forecast the lottery, or perhaps make predictions on games. There's several instructional videos that I made along those lines. And so all of the Talk Story videos that I made is in there, okay? And the most popular story that I had posted was the Menehune encounter, about me, my encounter with the Menehune when I was way younger, in my early 20s, and I worked up at the Apana site just above Turtle Bay. Okay, and there's a telecommunications site up there. So that story had over 5,000 views. So for me, I'm happy with that. Okay, so and following those things, I'm going to be sharing one last story, since this is talk story time. I'm going to share one story, and this is something that happened just last night. And I'm going to be sharing with you folks. Okay. So right now, let me switch screens and get into what I wanted to show you folks. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to show you is my Kindle Author page. And it's right up here. Okay. And this is something that if you're in Kindle publishing and you do have books that you want to publish, you're going to have to open up an account right here. And so this is my author publisher information. Okay. And then my bookshelf. And this is where we have all of our books listed. Okay. And so here we have the Anna Blaze series, Tested, Hero, Exposed, Champions. Champions is the most recent one that we released, okay? And then you have Picking Winners, Forecasting Sports, then my Ghost Stories, okay? And more of the Anna Blaze series here, and keep on going. And then the last 2 pages. So there's 12 total. Okay. And this is my first book that I published, The Journey of Our Souls. Okay. So that's those are the books. These are all ebooks. The only ones that are available in paperback right now is The Journey of Our Souls and Angels and Ghosts of Shingle Hospital. And the other one that's available is Picking Winners, this one right here. If you buy the Picking Winners, if you want to buy the Picking Winners book, I suggest you get the manual, the physical manual, because the ebook, it's really hard to write things. I designed the paperback as a manual where you can write, and it's designed where you need to write and create your pictures and do forecasting right in the book, okay, as you're learning. So get the manual, okay, and the manual costs about $20. All right, so this is the Kindle versions, okay, all the ebooks. Now, here is another source, and I'm clicking on it, and this is Kindle Vella, okay? And there are 2 stories that I was working on Kindle Vella. The first one here, the first one that I created was Angels, Ghosts, and Demons, Memoirs of a Healer. And then the second one is a work of fiction, Hawaiian Shapeshifters, Mark of the Eel. And when I was posting these things, the Mark of the Eel wasn't getting as much response as I was hoping for, so I stopped printing it. And now that I stopped, more people are bugging me. Hey, what happened? What happened to Kalai? That's the main character. What happened to Kalai? We're interested. So I may bring this back later and open up the channels and open up the re-release these episodes. Okay, so right now, the one that is available that you can read is this one, Angels, Ghosts, and Demons, Memoirs of a Spirit Healer. And to get there, I click on this and takes me right to the episodes. Okay, this is the latest episode that we have, and The Tunnel in My Closet, and this is my near-death experience number 2. Okay, and I already purchased this, so when you click on here, this is what you're gonna get, and you can read this. Okay, So that's the design of this, and let's see what I do. Click back, and here are the other episodes. I'll move this down. So 29. I do have see all episodes here. Let's click on them, and these are all of the episodes so far. Okay. And yeah. So and number 30, episode number 30 is in the wings. I should be finishing it sometime in either Wednesday or Thursday, and get it to Elle so she can do some reading and improve it. Okay, so that's how we work. I create these storylines, and then she helps me make it better. Okay, so this is the Kindle authors page, okay, and the Kindle Vella. And I'm going to close this out. And then the next one I wanted to show you is my YouTube channel, okay? And here's my YouTube channel right up here. And here we go. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in watching my videos, all of the videos that I made, I downloaded here on my YouTube channel, and it's DJ Wallace / Picking Winners, and that's my website. Okay, and here you have all of the videos that I have, and yeah, my videos get a different view. Okay, and here you have them all. Okay, like I said, this particular video is going to be number 539, so we getting up there. So all of the videos are right here. Okay, and you can watch them if you want to. And coming back here, I did create a playlist. Okay, and if you click on the playlist, here's the different categories. So I got one for this is one of my affiliates. After actually I really enjoy these guys. They're crap shooters, Hawaii crap shooters, and they're fun people to watch. And it's fun because I was trained as a dice controller, and watching these guys is pretty refreshing. The next category that I have is tarot readings, where I save the tarot readings. And this category is instructional videos. Like I was saying, if you're interested in the different instructional videos, these are right here. Okay. So that's that's my instructional videos. And talk story time, all of the old talk story time is kept right here. And the videos that I could download of my interviews are right here. And the latest one that I had is right here. Okay, I tried to get the Jeff Maher one, but I had really difficult time trying to download that. So YouTube channel is right here. All right. So those are places where I have all of the stories that I've created so far, and that they're not all there yet. Get plenty more coming. Okay, so thank you for being patient and going through these things with me. I just wanted to show you different places that are available if you visit them, and help my number counts grow. That is helpful. Okay. Anyway, now it's story time. Now, the question that's often asked me is, Dave, what happens to our spirits when we die? Okay. And I've I've had 4 near-death experiences, and as soon as speaking from my own experience and from what I hear from other survivors of near-death experiences, one of the first things that happen when the body leaves, the spirit leaves the body, is confusion. That's common. Okay, you don't know what's happening. And there's a sense of fear, anxiety, not too sure what's going on. Some of us are aware that we're in danger, others are not. It's really sad for people who die while they're sleeping, because for them it seems like it's just a continuation of a dream that they had. But for a person who dies and the spirit leaves the body, there's a few minutes of confusion. And in that time of confusion, the spirit can do many, many different things. And one of the common things that spirits do in the state of confusion is that they quickly go to places that they remember. Okay. And now the spirits exist in this in this environment where if they think about a place, boom, they're there. Okay. And they can transfer from one place to another as quickly as you can think about it. Okay. And several times the spirits can be at multiple places instead of just one. So the physical limitations that we have being stuck in a human body, that's gone. In the spirit world, we can be at multiple places and multiple times and visiting all of these different places to get oriented. Okay. And they want to know what's happening, and they go into these places looking for help. Okay. And that's why in this time period, some of these spirits may look helpless and wandering and kind of like they lost their way and not too sure, and they're frightened. And many of them are frightened. They begin to pace, and because they're not sure and they're afraid. Okay, so that's a couple of things: the feeling of disoriented and wandering, going to places that that can help them stimulate memories. The older places, like going visiting favorite childhood places, like childhood homes, or visiting family members that they grew up with, they'll go to these places. Okay, and they're seeking comfort. And sometimes the comfort is found in other family members who have been watching this family member. And as soon as the spirit leaves the body, the family members try and, you know, calm them down. But a lot of times these spirits are afraid, and not too sure who these people are. So they run away and take off. And so the family is trying to chase them and keep up with them and to rein them in and say, you know what, this is okay. This is what's happening, and we're here to help you. So, and the body, the spirit during this time period, it takes, as long as it takes for the spirit to get oriented, they'll continue roaming and they will continue searching until they're at ease or the ancestors finally grab hold of them and say, listen, this is what's happening, and this is what's going to happen, and you need to relax. And once they start calming down, the most important thing, and depending on your culture that you come from, but one of the important things that a spirit needs to understand is where is their body going to be interred? If it's going to be buried in the ground, the grave, the spirit will wait around the body until the body is buried. So nowadays we're having long wait periods where funeral parlors are having difficult time keeping up with funeral services and finding room to schedule these things. So many of the burials are delayed several months. So until the body is placed in the soil, the spirit is hanging around. And so if it takes 2, 3 months, 6 months for the body to finally be buried, the spirit hasn't moved on yet, because it needs to know where the body's final resting place of the body. And then once the body is buried, once the body is interred, then the spirit is free to roam. Which comes to the question for those of you who cremate your loved ones and spread the ashes. Again, depending on your cultural belief, okay. I know some of the Buddhists, they think about the human body, and the way they treat the human body is it's an empty vessel. Once the spirit is gone, it's an empty vessel. And in some cultures, the body is just left out in the open, and they allow the wild creatures to recycle the body, okay? Because the body has no meaning. However, some cultures, the bones of the body is very sacred, okay, and needs to be taken care of. And some cultures, especially if you believe in the resurrection, okay, and if you believe in a resurrection where the body will be reunited with, the spirit to create an eternal being. If you believe that, then the spirit needs to hang around to make sure where that body is so that it can be reunited. Okay, so all of these cultural beliefs and systems need to be considered when dealing with the dead body. And now, what happens during this time phases before the funeral, before the burial? Well, again, the spirits can roam around and visit. And this is what happened last night. While I was working at my computer and I was writing, and I kept on seeing off to my right this hallway. And the section of the house that we live in here is a multifamily setup, and my wife and I are occupying the oldest part of the home, which has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and we share a kitchen. But this is the older part of the home, and anyone of the family who knew this place a long time, they know this part of the house, okay? They're familiar with this part of the house. So while I'm working, and my office is actually in the living room, and the screen's back here. But while I'm working here, off to my right, I see this quick motion, and out of the corner of my eyes, I see a person. And the shape, I wasn't too sure, whether this person was a male or female. But as the night kept on going, I kept on seeing this person keep on walking. And so I go back here and start writing, and I say, zoom, man, look this way. And by the time I turn, the person is gone. And just like someone kept on coming back, coming back, coming back. And when I slowed down and focused to see what was going on, the person felt like a female, felt like it was a family member, but I didn't understand, who this person might be, whether it was a recently deceased person or someone older. It's just that I didn't recognize who this person was. Well, and this occurred right around 1 o'clock, just after 1, and it kept on happening until almost 2:15, 2:30 before I went to sleep. And it was happening like that, constantly moving, just like somebody who was really active. And it didn't frighten me. And it didn't frighten me. I tried to kind of like say, do you need help? But it wouldn't linger. The spirit wouldn't linger around. I don't think the spirit, my feeling is that the spirit knew who I was, but I was the wrong person that was up in the house. Yeah, I was the wrong person, and we didn't have a relationship. Okay, so anyway, this morning I woke up a few hours ago, and my mother-in-law came up and informed me that one of our aunties, father-in-law's sisters passed away. And when I looked at the time frame, that's the time frame. I was about between 1 something and 2:30 this morning where she passed away. So the spirit was looking for something that was familiar. And since I was the only one up during that time, conscious, she didn't recognize who I was. Okay. And so she was looking for something familiar and kept on coming to the spot. She knew the house. Okay. She knew the house. She felt very familiar with the house, but she wasn't familiar with me. I was a stranger here. Okay. So next time, if you're up late and things like this happen, and take note of the time and try and see what happens within the next couple of days and what kind of information you can pull out. So I hope you folks enjoyed Talk Story Time today, and until next week, this is Dave Wallace from Waihawa, Hawaii, wishing you folks a safe one, and take care now, okay? Aloha.